Hi, my name is Liz Hathway and this is my astrological look at the week ahead. This is a mundane look at the week. You might, if you have certain things to attend to this week, certain days might stand out that are good for certain types of action, and sometimes the planets give you an indication that maybe you should wait a day or two with certain activities. So it's a very general picture. And we're talking about now the week starting the 6th of November 2017. Okay, so at the moment there's quite a concentration of planets in Scorpio. Scorpio has singularity of intent. Scorpio is very focused. It's a fixed sign, so it can we can tend to get fixed on certain points, you know, and areas where Scorpio is in your chart. So, for example, if it's in your second house, you might get very fixed on certain financial things and see things very much black and white. Also, if it's in the seventh, if you have Scorpio in the seventh house, you might be, in terms of relationship, having some fixed ideas, very fast ideas about how things are. Because Scorpio tends to sort of base its understanding very much on itself. And it's always very serious view of things. Scorpio is not a light-hearted sign. I always think that what Grant Lewi, he's an American astrologer who sadly is dead already a long time, but he sort of said about Scorpio is really the world, the flesh and the devil, and the spirit that renounces them. So this suggests, and I think this is my experience of Scorpio too, that there is an inner polarity in the sign. You have Scorpios that are very much the eagle, which is one of the symbols of the sign, that really have that connection indeed with the spirit. But you can also have Scorpios who are very much into the flesh and have very strong sexual natures, very strong desire nature, because it's kind of Mars ruled Scorpio. It's a very intense time of the year, and with Jupiter in the sign at the moment, it's an indication that we can grow and that we will expand our horizons this year through our self-knowledge, through our self-understanding, and our ability to rejuvenate. Because this is also the time of year in traditional sort of societies, old society, or in the far past, where we would be bringing the cattle in and we would be looking to see what animals can live and which ones we would be better off killing and eating the meat and preserving it for the winter. So it's a time, it's a kind of a make your mind up time as well, Scorpio time. It's a kind of life and death. That's the essence of it. But it can get very black and white, all or nothing. And certainly from Tuesday now, we see Venus coming into Scorpio. So relationships are much deeper. There's always issues with Venus in Scorpio concerning trust. Can you trust people? Can you trust the other person? And the connectivity is very, very deep with Venus in Scorpio. But there again, with Mars new in Libra, at the moment, what we actually have is a very nice mutual reception between Venus and Mars, the male-female. So these two planets can work together. Because all these Scorpio planets now are under the rulership of Mars, and Mars is in Libra at the moment. And Mars in Libra, it's, you know, the balance, it can oscillate between these two poles. It can be incredibly meek, and it can be very soft, Mars in Libra, very loving. But it can also be, it can also have anger, and it can be as mad as a hornet, as Grant Lewi would say. It has that propensity as well to be between these two extremes. But basically what Mars in Libra really understands is that we do live with others, and it's, you know, we have to find cooperation, and Mars in Libra can be very detached, and this is useful in such an intense Scorpio season. So I think the mutual reception between Venus and Mars that we have now is very useful to us, because it does aid that desire for cooperation and at least listen to what other people have to say. So we have Venus going into Scorpio on Tuesday, then we have a really nice Moon-Venus trine on Tuesday, followed by a Sun-Moon trine on Wednesday, and then Sun sextile Pluto, the modern ruler of Scorpio, on Thursday. So this is an opportunity to open up, to talk about our feelings, to share with others, and also to recognise, certainly on Thursday with Pluto in the picture, that we can enlist the help of powerful people, that there are people out there that can offer us help and assistance. The sextile moves forward. It creates opportunity. It's proactive. It's a bit less like the trine. It seems to come towards you anyway. But the sextile is very, go and get it, make it happen. Do something for it, and you will be rewarded. So there's great gifts there, certainly on Wednesday and Thursday with that moon in Cancer, which can allow us to contact our feelings, and then that powerful sun in Scorpio can give us the willingness to express them, certainly with the sextile to Pluto. Saturday, the sun squares the node. So there is always a risk that we will overstep the mark, that we will go too far. Again, that Scorpio tendency to really see things in black and white is most challenged in the weekend. When the challenge is to keep that mutual reception in play, and to recognise that living with others is a two-way street, and that we do need to get other people behind our plans. But a great week this week, one with a lot of power. That Scorpio energy now is really starting to build up. But of course, we still have Mercury in Sag, so that is as well a big bonus in some ways, if we want to keep an eye on our larger goals as well, and not get kind of too stuck in things, which is always the risk with Scorpio, because it wants to go right to the bottom, so it really can stay focused on one thing and needs to maybe broaden up a bit, but still do the work, if you know what I mean. Okay, thank you for listening. I hope you have a great week. That was my look at it. Bye.